Some people toss and turn, unable to sleep, while others try to conserve their energy. And some snore loudly. Ji-hoon was deep in thought when the leader came to talk. He shared that his wife was seriously ill and needed a liver transplant. However, during the tests, they found out she was pregnant. The doctors advised her to abort the baby, but she refused, saying that she would have the child even if it meant dying, because they couldn't find a liver donor. Her condition worsened. Despite borrowing money from everywhere, he still couldn't manage to save her. Then, a longtime supplier found out about his situation and offered to help. He borrowed money from this person, but was accused of bribery and fired. Therefore, this game was his last hope to save his wife and child. The leader used half of the truth about his life to appeal to Ji-hoon's compassion, although in reality, his wife had already passed away. The employees intentionally missed a few shots to collect as many organs as possible. However, they soon discovered that someone had shot the players a second time in the head to make sure they were dead. One example was player 444. This was quickly reported to the deputy leader. Someone also accused No-yeol, and she was soon taken to see the deputy leader. They had known each other for 7 years, and he had once saved her life, but she refused to help him in organ trafficking. The deputy leader reminded her of a promise she had made years ago, that as long as they found her child, she would do anything. At first, No-yeol agreed because he told her this job would help people who had no hope to pass away peacefully, free from suffering. But it was clear that things were not as he had said. He had broken their original agreement. The game had begun, and now Jun-ho and his group only had 5 days to find the island and rescue Ji-hoon. They would split into 2 teams and travel by 2 boats. Everything was ready, and they only had to wait for clear skies to set sail. The second game began, and since the triangle shape was the easiest, everyone lined up for it. But when they opened the box, instead of a triangle, there was a flower shape. Everyone angrily demanded Ji-hoon take responsibility. Frightened, he jumped awake from his nightmare. At that moment, the sound of the theme music played, waking everyone up. It turned out that girl 222 was the girlfriend of YouTuber 333. Not only had he scammed her money, but he also forced her to have an abortion. However, she decided to keep the child and joined the game to earn money to pay off debts and raise the child. Afterward, everyone quickly moved to the second game area. This was a team game that required players to form teams of 5 within 10 minutes. The people who had been informed before the game were surprised to find that this was not Dalgona. They cursed Ji-hoon harshly, but only stopped when the leader spoke up. He said that he trusted Ji-hoon completely and wanted to play this game with him. Young-bi and the Navy Soldier 388 joined the group. Now, they just needed one more person, and 388 would go find them. It was easy for the healthy and young people to find teammates, but no one wanted to team up with the weaker women, transgender individuals, or elderly people. Everyone struggled for 10 minutes. But eventually, they managed to form their teams. This game was a 5-person, 6-legged relay. The 5 players tied their legs together and started together. Each team member would take turns playing a small game at each 10-meter mark. If they won, the team could continue. Here are the small games. 1. Paper smashing. 2. Throwing stones at a target. 3. The 5-pebble game. 4. Spinning the top. And 5. Kicking the shuttlecock. To succeed, the team had to complete all the small games and reach the finish line within 5 minutes. Now, each player from each team would choose a small game for themselves. Ji-hoon's team decided that Navy Soldier 388 would play the 5-pebble game. Girl 222 would play paper smashing. Young-bi would play throwing stones at the target. And Ji-hoon would lead the remaining 2 games for the leader to choose. The leader, without thinking, said Ji-hoon should play whichever game he assigned. Ji-hoon asked how the leader knew his name, and the leader quickly covered up, saying he had called him that because of Young-bi. Ji-hoon, not suspecting anything, accepted to play kicking the shuttlecock, leaving the last game for the leader. The game started with Team 1 and Team 2. Team 1 quickly passed the paper smashing game, while Team 2 got stuck. However, when it came to throwing stones at the target, Team 2 spent a lot of time retrieving the stones, and the other players learned from this experience. In the 5-pebble game, players had to complete all rounds and catch all 5 pebbles. In the final round, while Team 2 tried to stay calm and collect the pebbles, Team 1 was still struggling to finish throwing stones at the target. They had to race against time, which made their hands and legs shake, causing them to miss repeatedly.